And welcome back, everyone. Now, I've got my woodwind. I've got the what if coming in a little bit. But what I'm actually in, holy crap. Sorry, there's an episode of Bizarre Foods on, and it's Carrot Top with this wacky freaking. His hair's always been weird, but it's like this lion mane and the scraggly surf from it. Whoa, weird. Anyway, as you can tell by the video, literally, I was just scrolling through like my newsfeed earlier today on Facebook, and an article popped up that pretty much confirmed that they are officially bringing Wolverine, Logan, the original Wolverine, the one we all know and love, back into the comics. Now, this wasn't a surprise to me. No one really expected me. It's Marvel. They never kill someone off completely. But Wolverine has been officially dead in the comics, not including the Old Man Logan. We're talking about, as they call him, Wolverine Prime, or as some people are calling him, the one we know. He's been dead now for, I think, going on 3 years, somewhere along those lines. So he's been out of the comics for quite a while. But we have Old Man Logan and the new Wolverine, Laura Kinney, X-23. She's been substituting for him, and it's been doing fine. But one second, real quick. Making sure she can pop up and go out, so she's not going at the door. But. And they're talking about, and I even read an quote, or like some people have made, it's like, did Bruce have a contingency to his contingency? Will Thor, the Thor we know, Thor Odinson, get his powers back at any point? Will we ever see Logan come back? And we had this little panel show up where, and I don't know if this is the actual real panel from the comic. I don't think the comic is out yet, but it is. And confirmed that he will be coming back, and he'll be stronger than ever, as he is now the bearer of an Infinity Stone. Okay, so not only does Logan come back, not only is his powers are all restored, his claws popped and ready to go, now he wields one of 6 of the most dangerous objects in the multiverse, in the universe. So the question then becomes, how and why? Well, why, first off, why not give Logan an Infinity Stone? Because that would just be kind of awesome. But first, how did he be brought back to life? Because last we saw, his healing factor was more or less nullified by a sentient virus. It was counteracting the virus, so they were at a stalemate. And he was encased in liquid adamantium, hardening around his body, burning him and suffocating him. Now, there's plenty of actual ways he could have gotten out of that. Not by his own volition, though. There's no way he himself could have gotten out of there. But if you get someone like Magneto who can manipulate metal, get anyone who can warp reality, alter matter, anything like that, you could get him out of the adamantium casing. But then he's still dead. So how do you bring him back? Well, there's plenty of characters that can do that, too. It's going to have to be some combination of that, because there's no way the Infinity Stone brought him back to life and got him out of the adamantium. And here's the thing. I was thinking this over as I was thinking this video. I was like, how could that, could the Infinity Stones have done that? And it's like, no, none of the Infinity Stones have that power in that sense. And what I mean by that is, technically a couple of them could bring Logan back to life or could get the adamantium off him. But they can't do both. Like, if you go down, the Mind Stone wouldn't do a damn thing. The Mind Stone, Soul Stone could theoretically bring Logan back to life, only for him to suffocate in the adamantium again and be dead again. So that's a no. The Power Stone, in theory, could bring, because it contains all the power and pretty much will exist in the own universe and destroy all that kind of stuff. So in theory, you could get strong enough to to break the adamantium, but that's not going to bring Logan back to life. Space. Theoretically, you could transfer Logan's body out of the adamantium of the Space Stone, but that's finite kind of power usage with the Space Stone that you need, I think, the other Infinity Gauntlets to do, Infinity Gems to do, because they're stronger together, and you pretty much have more options together than apart. So that pretty much leaves the time. I've gone over this: soul, power, space, mind. Yeah, that leaves the time and reality. The Reality Stone, Reality Stone could do that. That's well within the Reality Stone's capabilities. And it could even bring Logan back to life as well to get him out of the adamantium. However, it can't. It's not like Logan's mind is just sitting in his dead body. No, he's in an afterlife at the moment. So it's not like the stone somehow magically appears on him or is attracted to his body, and then he's just like, okay, I'm bringing myself back to life. Same with the time stone. The time stone could theoretically reverse everything that's kind of happened all over. The adamantine could disappear. Hell, he could even theoretically get the virus out of him and restore his healing factor. But it's not like it can bring him back to life in theory because he's still dead. None of these automatically bring him back to life, with the exception of the Soul Stone. If the Soul Stone were to somehow be attached to him, he could theoretically will himself back to life because it's a part of him now. But it doesn't get him out of the adamantine casing. So none of the Infinity Stones on their own, even if they were somehow drawn to him for some reason, whatever reason it is, could bring him back by themselves. So it has to be outside means apart from the stones that did it. Now, why does he have an Infinity Stone? That's all they're going to come to light why he has one. Either way, it's going to be pretty cool to see him with an Infinity Stone. The question is, which one does he get? Which Infinity Stone will he be a carrier of, a bearer of? And again, I look to our options. We have the soul, the time, the space, the reality, the power, and the mind. I don't see Logan wielding the Mind Stone. Time doesn't seem like a really logical one for Logan either. And then reality just kind of seems odd. So those two I think are out. Time, reality, and the mind, which leaves us with space, power, and soul. If I were to think of one that fits the Logan the best, it would be the Power Stone. It just with the way he is, the power style, honestly. And even let's say even if his healing factor hasn't returned, doesn't matter. He's now got the Power Stone, which could just theoretically heal him regardless, make him indestructible, whatever. But let's say it's not the Power Stone. Space, maybe, but that one's kind of iffy. Like, it could make him, it gives him teleportation powers and all that, so it can make his fighting style a lot more vicious. The only other one I could really see would be the Soul, and I say that because you talk about a character who's you talk about characters who are entrenched, enwrapped in the concept of death, have dealt with so much death in pain in their times. Logan ranks right up there, like in the top 10 of the characters who have just constantly been dealing with that in multiple forms throughout their lives. Maybe higher, depending on how many characters really go over who have dealt with that. And therefore, the understanding of the soul of your soul and how much it's the value of it and the concepts behind it, I could actually see Logan being a pretty decent candidate for the Soul Stone. But if I were to put my money on it, I'd say the Power Stone's the guaranteed bet right now. But yeah, I haven't done a superhero like a pure just talking about superhero stuff in God knows how long. Same with Star Wars, just because they really weren't getting a lot of hits, and it was just eating up time throughout the other schedule. So I just took them off for the time being. If I start seeing people showing more interest in these topics, maybe I'll start doing them again. I probably will at some point anyway, but at the moment I'm sticking with my schedule I got. But no, yeah. I haven't really read a lot of the comics lately. Like, I actually did. I read the Death of Wolverine run. I've read some of the comics where Wolverine, Old Man Logan's around. I've looked into a couple other comics recently, but I really haven't been all that big on comics as of late. I would be very interested to see how this one's going to go down, how this will be played out. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that information. Now, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed. To be fair, I did read it on Movie Pilot. So, and they aren't necessarily the best in the world for breaking actually true information. Yeah, a lot of times it's just fans writing articles, going by. Like, I saw in just to go off a little tangent, because I'm pretty much done with this video. I saw someone... I watched Collider and I'm a big fan of Collider. They do a lot of good work on Collider. I very much enjoy it. I watched Collider, and in one episode, John Campea talked about how he knew some people saying that Ben Affleck wanted out. But he said, don't run this as a scoop, don't run this as a story, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He said, I'm not breaking anything. Don't run this as that. Don't say that. Sure enough, once you know, someone on Movie Pilot said, "Oh, John Campea says this and da 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 da." And it's like, yeah, if you were really fucking paying attention too, he said, "Don't run with it as an actual article, you jackass." So yeah, I liked Movie Pilot on like my Facebook page, so I get notifications from them, because it's not like they don't report real stuff, and they make fun articles. I do like their articles. A lot of them are fun. But overall, they're not my most reliable source of information. But I would trust them on this right now. It seems to be the case. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Do you like the fact that Wolverine's coming back? Do you like the fact he's going to be wielding an Infinity Stone? Do you not like it? Do you think it's stupid? Let me know. Let's have a fun discussion about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back with Who Would Win and What Ifs in a little bit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for Who to Win, Star Wars, Superhero, Magic, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. Be back in a little while with my Who Would Win. Later.